Hey, folks. Thanks for joining me real briefly. It's been a minute since I did a live stream, so bear with me. Get things set up here. We're just going to chat a little bit about YouTube. Didn't want to fire up the DSLR or anything like that. I just decided to go ahead and fire up one of my favorite phones for streaming, which is the Moto G7. Love the Moto G7. It does very well with live streams. We're going to chat for a little bit about YouTube, man. It's going to be interesting. There's a lot going on YouTube, and we're just going to hang out for a little bit. I got a little bit of time, maybe an hour or so, and we're going to hang out. So let me get this fired up here. How's everybody doing? It's about 5 o'clock Central Standard Time. So a lot of you guys are off work, ladies and gentlemen, off work. We'll see how this thing turns out. We're gonna chat for a little bit. I'm gonna open up my panel up on the computer. That way I'll be able to see the live chat a little bit bigger. Let's see here. Hope everybody's doing well. And we're gonna chat about YouTube. So bear in mind that, get some questions together about YouTube, not just phones, tablets, nothing like that. Get your thoughts together about YouTube. I'm trying to find the back panel here. YouTube is, as a matter of fact, this stream is about YouTube, and then, you know, YouTube is tripping. So trying to find my this is pretty new. I don't think I've ever seen this. There's this new new back panel here. This is pretty cool. It's changing. YouTube is going through all of these changes and stuff like that. But I want to talk about YouTube. Here we go. I found it. Okay, here we go. It's crazy, man. The simple things, and they're changing over. You know, they're changing over the format of YouTube. If you haven't seen it, it's a lot going on with it. So I'm trying to get the live chat up, and here we go. All right, so appreciate everybody coming in. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna chat for a little bit about YouTube. So let me blow this up. Don't laugh at me. I need my bifocals. All right. Okay. Let's go here. All right. This should be good. So, like I said, get your thoughts together about YouTube as a whole. Don't think about phones. Think about YouTube and how you feel about YouTube. There's a lot going on YouTube. There's a ton going on YouTube, and I think we tend to focus more on you know, whatever the person you're watching is talking about. But there's a whole bunch that goes on YouTube. There's a lot that I don't like, but I try to keep a neutral ground, neutral stance. I just finished up another podcast, and this is just a continuation of that podcast. And genuinely, that's all it is. If you haven't seen that podcast, you guys know I run a podcast too, and I'm gonna be starting that back up again. I'm thinking about starting that back up again, and you know, getting the podcast going, because YouTube is kind of dry at times. You know what I mean? But we're gonna make sure that we keep the flow going and keep you guys entertained. So I was thinking, so first thing, like I did on the podcast, if you haven't seen the podcast, I'll say it here on the live stream as well. First of all, I hope the audio is good. I hope the quality of the video is good. You know what I mean? So the first thing I want to say is, and I say genuinely, this is how I feel. And you know, you're totally fine to disagree. You're okay to disagree with me all you want. But there's a young gentleman who died recently. He's a YouTuber. His name is Desmond Amofa. I've personally never heard of this guy, but he was a human being first. Everything else second. He was a person first, and they found his body in the East River. Now, a lot of people are focusing on, you know, he was a YouTuber. You know, I think his family probably is the last thing they're thinking about is a YouTuber. They're probably thinking about, whoa, my son died, or my nephew died, or whatever the case may be. Nonetheless, he was a YouTuber. Like I said, I personally never seen this young brother before, and he died. I don't know if he was. I'm not going to dig too deep in that. Just like I just got off that podcast, I'm not digging too deep into that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said on the podcast, his name was Desmond. He went by Atika on YouTube, and apparently he was extremely popular. But the reality is, I'm not afraid to say what I got to say. So when people follow me, and they think I'm supposed to say this video is strictly about YouTube. It's just that simple. So if you don't want to discuss YouTube in the format of YouTube, just exit. You know what I mean? But let's kick this off. This young brother died. He was found in the East River. So that's the article that I read. He was 29. I'm not so much thinking about that he was a YouTuber. I'm thinking about he was a person. He was a human being. We don't know. Okay, I don't know anything about this guy, but the headlines keep saying YouTube. He was a YouTube gaming personality is what they're saying. But here's the reality of that, folks. I'm not going to be on YouTube forever. We're all going to die. We all owe God a death. So if you're offended by that, you should probably exit. You know what I mean? I might say some things in this video, this live stream, that you might get offended by. But the reality is, he was a person who passed away. His job, I guess, was a YouTube personality. But I'm trying to get you to understand, he was a person. He was found in the East River. Now, this is a long article, so I did a little bit of reading on it. Pretty much, they found him in the East River. They're not going to, working on both sides of the table, they're not going to disclose exactly. Look at how long it takes for a person who got killed on camera to get justice, if you will, if you consider it being justice. So someone's saying he suffered from bipolar disorder. Okay. Because again, I don't know the guy, but here's what I want to say about that. He could suffer from bipolar disorder. He could have a physical handicap. He could be abused as a child. He could be the abuser. He could be a drug addict. He could be a nice, clean-cut guy. He could be just a clean, nice guy. He could be an all-around great guy. He could have all the problems that he wanted. He had. All that we can do at this point, and whether you want to hear this or not, I'm going to say it. This is all I have to offer to a person, because I know what it's like to lose someone. I know what it's like for someone to die that you cared about. So I think people should be thinking of this guy's family. What if he had children, his sisters, all these things? He may be in a better place. We can only hope and pray that he knew Jesus before he died. Now, whether you disagree with that, you don't want me to say it, it's whatever. All you got to do, and that's all you can do to offer him. That's all you can do for his family. First of all, this video isn't about him, but this is in the headlines, and someone is going to ask me, because I talked about it on the live podcast. That's all that I have to offer this guy. I didn't know him, but even though I didn't know him, there's some sense of camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? He was a YouTuber, and being as though I've been to a lot of functions with YouTube, you put yourself out there with YouTube. When you step in front of the camera, you expose yourself. And so this is why, for me personally, again, prayers to his family, I genuinely mean it, even though I didn't know him. You know what I'm saying? We can say all the stuff we want about, he was a great guy. Folks, the Bible doesn't say that this person might go or this might happen to this person. It says every knee will bow. And absent from the body is present with the Lord. Now, whether you believe that or not, that's on you. But now that I'm telling you, you've heard it. So we all owe God a death. We owe him a death. This guy died how he died. I'm going to die. You're going to die. We're all going to die. Now, YouTube. Let me plug in the laptop. YouTube has gotten to a place. Let's just break down YouTube. As of 2019 in June, I see your comments in there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna get to some of those comments. What's going on? Gigi, I see you. TT, I see you in there. There's a lot of people on YouTube. YouTube has gotten to a place where people basically just say what they want to say to people, do what they want to do online. You can be whoever you want to be online. You understand what I'm saying? So YouTube, to me, first of all, there's some financial gain if you monetize your videos. I monetize my videos. You guys give super chats. You guys donate. People donate all the time to the channel, and I appreciate it. But here's the thing. I didn't start YouTube for money. Right now, and I told you guys on the podcast I just ended, when I first started YouTube, I wasn't monetized for 4 years because I didn't know. And after I got monetized, I started getting a lot of offers. You know, oh, let me send you this. To this day, and this is just how I choose to run my channel, I don't ask for money. If a company offers money, I'll say, okay, I appreciate it. That's how I choose to do it. But let's be real here. There's plenty of people on YouTube who get paid to really do a review, right? So I'm doing this review for Visible. I'm testing their services for 30 days, right? I'm not getting any money. And I have to send this phone back. They just wanted to test. I agreed to that. I could have said, hey, give me $100 for the month. But I personally choose not to do that because I feel like if I just start taking money for everything, I'm going to lose focus. I mean, just because I have all my spiritual beliefs and I'm a cool guy. I'm a laid back guy. You see me in person, you know what I'm saying? I'll buy you a cup of coffee. I'll buy you something to eat. You know what I'm saying? We hang out, talk phones, talk God, whatever you want to talk about. It could be good. However, I could lay the hammer down and say, I want some money. But if I start, I personally feel like, and let me say this, there's a certain circle that's amongst YouTube. You got this young, vibrant, just young guys, man. The young guys, they're there. You know, they pumping through YouTube, and that's the face that YouTube wants. YouTube doesn't want a 50-year-old guy like me or me and my Project 13. They don't want us up in the front of YouTube because, for one, I'm not hip to a lot of the stuff that's going on YouTube. I'm not hip to a lot of the stuff that's in the generation. So I'm cool with standing over here, staying in my lane, getting the views I get, getting the followers I get, because I'm comfortable there. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to, I'm not looking for something. But YouTube wants a face of a young, popular, handsome stud, and they want these young people that's going to wear skinny jeans and all that kind of stuff. You know, to keep up with what they consider to be current. I'm not into that, which is why I don't ask for money. Now, there's a lot of YouTubers out there that ask for money. I'm not just saying that. I'm not hating on them. I know this for a fact. And the reason I don't want to start asking for money, and I probably won't ever ask for money. Now, that's not to say that I don't get paid for, like a company will say, hey, we'll give you $25 if you review this. I'm like, okay, cool. I very well could come back and say, no, make it 50. I could say, make it 50. No, I could negotiate. Some companies say, how much or what are your fees? And, you know, tell me I'm doing business wrong. Tell me I'm doing business wrong, but I'm not chasing money. And this isn't a full-time job, even though it's been very lucrative for me. Like, real talk, I've purchased a lot of stuff with the funding from YouTube. And you guys know it already, but I think for some of you guys that might not know, I've paid cash for a car with YouTube money because I'm willing to save. I saved for 2 years, and I wanted this car, and I said I'm saving for 2 years, and I'm going to pay cash for this car, and that's what I did. Everybody doesn't spend their money. They didn't spend their money like that. People, you know, they spend their money on YouTube. It's YouTubers on here making millions of dollars a year, and I have no shade to throw at them. I appreciate them because they're the foundation of what's the people under them are going to see. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So on this channel, you know, I choose to not join an MCN. If you don't know what an MCN is, it's you pay them to make you famous. Not happening. I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be the actor in front of the camera. I want to be the producer. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to wear Gucci. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to wear Louis Vuitton and the jewelry and the bling and all that stuff. Nope. I'll take my ring that I earned right here for putting my life on the line for the country and my wedding ring. That's it. That's all the jewelry I need. But some people are in YouTube, and here's the thing: I'm not knocking these people. I just think it's a bad representation of what YouTube should be about. YouTube, YouTube was a great place. When I first started YouTube, it was nothing like what it is right now. Now it's full of racism, sexism. They're promoting gay pride, and they're saying these things are important, and they're promoting lots of homosexuality caught on camera. It's a shame that a video of a person getting murdered gets millions of hits. A person that can smoke a cigarette backwards and swallow it gets gazillions hits. But this is a generational gap. It's a generational gap. That's why I say I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm gonna stay in my lane. I told this story on the podcast a little while ago. There's a young guy, and again, not hating on him. There's a lot of channels out there that promote the wrong things. Like, even though there's a segment for vlogging, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a segment where people show you their life story, and you go along with it. Oh, so today we're going over here. I saw this guy. And shout out to everybody who's just coming in. I'm talking about YouTube and the things that happen on YouTube. So if you don't want to hear that, you're free to exit. I'm not showing any phones. I'm just chilling, relaxing today. I hit the gym early today. I'm just wanting to talk. That's it. So if you don't want to talk, you don't want to comment, you don't want to listen to me ramble on about YouTube, you know what to do. So I saw this young black guy, and I'm just calling it how it is. I saw this young black guy, he's on YouTube. I told this story on the podcast. There's several, but there's this one guy that stood out in particular. You know, let's just be real here. The different cultures amongst YouTube. If you're Hispanic, you get this. If you're black, you get this. If you're white, you get this. If you're Chinese, you get this. If you're Korean, you understand what I'm saying. This black guy's on there, and he's getting paid, y'all. He's getting paid. Him and his girlfriend or wife have 3 channels. Their main channel has 2.8 million followers. And all they do is talk about their life. They vlog about their life. Oh, we're going to the store today. We're going to Walmart. And I'm sitting up here thinking, where's the disconnect? Like, I don't even understand how this is entertaining. But again, I'm like almost 3 times their age, so that's why. So they have another channel where he has a car channel. And it's got like 200,000 subscribers. Then they have another channel where they have 680,000 subscribers. So he goes to the bank recently, and again, no shade. If we were sitting here face to face, I'd tell him to his face like the young man that I would respectfully tell him, you're doing it wrong. Here's a problem with some things on YouTube that I see. He gets on YouTube, and this goes also back to, again, I don't know how this guy, Atika died. We just know that they found his body in the East River. And somebody said he suffered from bipolar or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. But here's the thing about showing too much on YouTube. The thing is, he went to the bank, and he pulls out $75,000 cash. What the heck? Are you serious? Why would you show that on video? He says, this is motivation. This is motivation for people. And then he says, these old heads out here, and again, he doesn't know me, I don't know him. His channel just showed up in my feed because I was looking for cars. And he has a car channel, and he showed up in my feed, so hey, I wanted to see what it was about. So he's in the bank drive-through. He pulls out $75,000 cash, right? The first thing that popped in my head was stupid. Stupid. Not stupid in like he's an ignorant person, stupid move. Okay, you got to be mindful of what you're showing on YouTube. Now, for those that don't know, I may be preaching, houseprayerministry.net, go check that out. I may be a follower of Jesus Christ, not ashamed to say that, because you would rather have me be this Jay Will than the Jay Will that you didn't know. That's the great part. You don't know who you're talking to when you're like, even though we're on camera and you can't, like, you're not physically here with me. I'm telling you, if we was face to face, I would be the exact same person. You don't know what I've been through, and I don't know what you've been through. So I respect you in the sense that I'm gonna be mindful of what I say. But reality is, I may be who I am now, but and where I came from, some people use the term punk, but I won't use that terminology. I would just say, and it's not like a threat or anything. I just feel bad for the people who, that it's like the loudmouth guy in the room. He ain't gonna do nothing. When I was younger, we knew that loudmouth guy wasn't gonna do jack. And so when I'm looking at this young guy, and he pulls out $75,000 cash and says, "This is motivation," and he's showing it on camera, and I'm thinking, young brother, you need to be mindful of what you're showing on camera. Then I start thinking about this guy, Atika, who passed away, has no connection at all. I'm just saying, hey, what's going on, France? The reality is, why would you get your silly behind on camera, show your address, and then say, if you run up over here, you know what's going to happen, clack, clack, and all this other stuff? I was thinking, wow, why would you present that? I've always told people, YouTube is a platform. People can be whoever they want to be. They could do whatever they want to do. You can tell me, Jay, let's keep it about tech. Let's do it. You bounce. There's the door. Exit. If you don't want to hear what I got to say, exit. I'm not forcing you to be here. But reality is, it's not a smart, like Tech Titans, it's not a smart move. You don't show your home address and show all these things that you got and then say, run up, clack, clack. You think you're the only person with a gun? This guy is 21. He's young. He's young. So I've been where he's at, and financially, I'm way past where he's at even right now. Don't you think I could run to the bank and pull out 75 cash? What the heck? Why would you? Listen, I always tell the same story when it talks about money. One time my wife bought me this wallet. It's like a Dolce & Gabbana or something like this. Wallet it wasn't even a wallet. It was like a little thin snap-on thing. That thing was like $100. I was like, oh no, take this back. Give me that $100 and I'll go to Walmart and give me a wallet for $12 or $10 or $6. I don't need all this fancy stuff. I don't want nobody to really know, because when people pay attention to that. Anyway, back up for a second. This young guy is 21. He just bought a $100,000 truck. $100,000 truck. What's going on, Ireland? I see you. He bought a $100,000 truck. Then he has another car. Then he has a 7-bedroom house. So money-wise, the Netherlands, what's going on? Money-wise, he's doing great. Maturity level, not so good. And I would never recommend that you get on camera and flex all this cash and stuff. Like, I'm showing you all these products and stuff like this, but you're not thinking about running over here taking my iPad. You're not thinking about, you're like, I'm just gonna buy my own iPad. But imagine me getting on camera. What's up, Greece? I see you. Imagine me getting on camera, all of a sudden flexing, talking about, oh yeah, I bought 5 MacBooks. I'm about to start giving them away, and here's a $500 to the next person. Come on, man. When I was young, I was a different person too. So I have no quarrels with this young guy. I just wish that he would do it different. We have a voice as a YouTuber. We have a voice as a YouTuber. His IQ for making the money is fantastic, but how he puts it into play, bad deal. You never get on video and flex. How do I say this? Like I said it before, rich people don't walk around saying they're rich. That's a problem culturally, because if you're not used to having something, you're not going to know what to do with it. I'm trying to be nice without sounding like I'm trying to insult this person or any person who does this. Like, Instagram is a feed and stuff shows up, right? So I see people, and unfortunately, I'm just going to keep it 100. Most of the time, it's Black people that show up, and you could be offended by that if you want to, but it is what it is. I'll lose some subscribers. I don't care. You see it for yourself. Like I said, rich people don't walk around saying they're rich. Come on. What's up, Jamaica? I see you. Word. Unfortunately, most of the people I see, young Black guys, on Instagram tweeting and showing up all this money and stuff, I'm thinking, Lord have mercy. Because see, the problem with that is on YouTube, they representing every black man. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like people think everybody is Flossie Carter. I'm not Flossie Carter. I mean, shout out to my man Floss, it's my dude, NY in the house. I'm not Flossie Carter. Easy made a video saying that he's not Flossie Carter. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to, and I've always told people, however you present yourself, and I know, again, there's a generational gap. There's a generational gap. That's why I feel a certain way, because these guys are old enough to be my children, and some of them are much younger than my children. You understand what I'm saying? So, appreciate it, C. Hova, I appreciate you, man. Some people, if you've never had something, you might not know how to handle it. So let me say it in a term that some people can understand. Yeah, I mean, Floss, and some people will run with that. Oh man, go tell Floss Jay was talking about him. Yeah, get the childish, folks, childish. I can't stress it enough. Floss, my man, 100 grand. But the reality is, I'm me. I'm not Flossie Carter. He got his own style. He does stuff all the way he wants to do it. I watch some of his videos. That's the dude. You know, Floss is a cool cat. I watch his videos. He does YouTube, and he also has a job. He also works a job. That's the amazing part. Some people say, "Man, Jay, I don't see how you can put out all that coverage." Well, ultimately, when I'm not doing YouTube, I'm on a family trip or something, or I'm spending time with family, or I'm doing something on the church website. That's pretty much what I'm doing. You know, I don't have like a full-time job to go to anymore. I'm done with that corporate world. But Floss has a full-time job. At least last time I talked to him, he had a full-time job, and he still pushes out a lot of YouTube content. So he's the one that's amazing. If you ask me anything, he's doing better. People who have a full-time job and still do YouTube, it's incredible. I don't think I could do it. And when I was working full-time in the corporate world, and then I was still on the streets, you know, doing my thing, YouTube wasn't really a high point in my life. But let's check this real quick. If a person, like the young guy who got on camera and showed all his house and said run up and all this other stuff, again, if the person is talking like that, we already know. You don't want to invite trouble. YouTube can be a dangerous place. You need to humble yourself on camera, you know what I'm saying? So if you're just joining in, man, we're just talking about the things that happen on YouTube, some of the people on YouTube, and you know, this one guy who just passed away, Anika, or whatever his name was, just in general, YouTube. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not showing any phones. I'm not specifically talking about a laptop or a tablet. I'm just talking YouTube and what's happening on YouTube. And I want to get to back to the companies that send people stuff. I want to get to the companies that send people stuff for review. I'm one of those people that get stuff for review. You know what I'm saying? But let me say this in a way that, because I understand, like I said, I'm going to say it again, there is a huge generational gap between me and the rest of YouTube. I can only speak for myself. So if there's a generational gap for you, you know that it's there. Basically, if you probably I'm obviously well over 35, but if you're under 30, 35, you're probably really popular. You know what I'm saying? If you're like 35 on down, you know what I'm saying? You're probably really popular on YouTube because you know all the latest dances and you know all of the gear that you're supposed to wear. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, if I was a guy running a company, I would want a fresh face. I wouldn't just have young people, but I would want somebody who knows what's up. You understand what I'm saying? So let me say, how do I say this? You're just gonna have to take it for what it is. You're gonna have to take it for what it is. If you wasn't, okay, let's just say you get on YouTube and you start making a boatload of money, right? It just comes, you know what I'm saying? If you are not good at handling $100, you're not going to be good at handling $100,000. And so that's why you see all these people out here flashing, you know, just flashing money and flexing with all this cash on camera, saying run up and all this other stuff. I'm thinking, wow, that lets me know, hey, I see where you're at, not judging you, but reality is you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. If you're not good with $10 or $100, you're not going to be good with $100,000, man, especially if it came to you really, really fast. And that's what we see on YouTube. We see people put their whole life up and blog all on YouTube. But this is where we're at. I've accepted, as a part of the older crew, that I need to stay in my lane and I need to just watch and not try to so much tell people what to do. But if they ask me, if they want the truth, and we ever face to face and you want to sit down and chop it up, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to insult you, but if you ask for my advice, I'm going to tell you. I don't have nothing against you've heard me say, man, I can't stand the millennials. It's not that I can't stand y'all, man. I'm just shocked at some of the things y'all do. That's what it is. I was reckless in my day too. You know what I'm saying? But you've got to learn to differentiate reality and what's on YouTube. Now, YouTube companies are getting desperate. All right? Companies are getting desperate. And here's how. A company is willing to... Now, earlier, if you're just getting here, I was talking about how I don't ask for money and I don't negotiate cash when I'm doing all these case reviews and all this. Most of the products that I get in for review, I don't negotiate any kind of cash. If they offer it, then I take it and I just leave it alone. But some people are, like they say, they get in the bag. You know what I'm saying? You can tell sometimes on YouTube when a person really got that paper. Like the company hooked them up. You can just tell. The review is not one-sided, but they're being really nice when they're saying something negative about the product. And now I would say that I'm kind of tactful when I'm saying something about a product that I don't like. But you can kind of tell who snatches the paper and really reaps the reward financially just to say a bunch of good things out there. Yeah. There's a comment that just stood out to me, and it's from Raymond McKenzie. I just happened to look over the chat. I'm just going to read this real quick. It says, a lot of parents didn't raise their generations right. So basically, when I hear that, I instantly think of people today are having kids at a young age. Like the parents are too busy trying to be friends with the children. I don't play that. Nope. You're going to abide by my rules, you can get out. When you start, and it starts to happen, if for those of you who have children who had my children, they're grown, they're not here, they're grown. So if you start to be too friendly with your kids, they start to think y'all are on the same level. Like, side note, parenting 101 real quick. There's no handbook to parenting, but parenting 101, let me tell you something. If you got young kids, listen, there is absolutely no way that you get into it with your kids. That doesn't happen. You should never let that happen. You tell your kid to do, your child to do something, they don't do it, knock them in the throat. I don't care nothing about this. I'm gonna call 1-800, and man, I'm gonna call the police, because by the time they get here, I'm being broke your neck. Word up. Especially with young boys. If you a man and you wanna raise your son up right, break them down while they're young. I think it should be a requirement for all men to join the military. They could break, at least when I joined, they broke us down. They beat the crap out of us, man. I understand that doesn't happen anymore, but you can get some sense of how you can get some kind of manhood about yourself. Parents today, man, some of the parents are half the age of their kids or less. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying that people who had children at a young age are bad people. What I'm saying is a child can't raise a child. It just can't happen. The child, the mom or dad want to go party, and the child is, almost the same age. It just doesn't work. Anyway, YouTube has gotten to the place where a company will send something out. I'll focus on myself because I don't want to do false statements online or give too much because it might offend some people. Because if I told you what I really know about the people on YouTube, I've said it before years ago. I've told you, I said, listen, if you knew how some of your favorite YouTubers really were in person, you wouldn't follow them, man. You'd be like, wow. I've had a few YouTubers, man. They are straight up rude. Like you say hi to them, if they don't know who you are, they're like, straight up, son. They are straight up rude. You would not follow these people. And again, they're not sitting next to me, so they can't defend themselves. But if they was next to me, I'd tell you about how they really are. Real talk. Some of your favorite YouTubers are, I got a whole bag, man. Some of your people that y'all idolize and think is so great, They're not paying for none of the stuff. They're taking a paycheck to say that, and they just riding the wave, they getting your Patreons, and then you donating all your money to them, and they don't even care about you. How many of them actually talk to you on Twitter? How many of them actually talk to you in the comments? I mean, how many of them actually respond to you at all? It's a positive thing to stay in the chat after you post a video. And somebody said, Jay, why you been doing so many premiere videos? Well, premiere videos are pre-recorded videos, but you basically can turn on a live chat. You understand what I'm saying? So that way I could talk to you for at least the time that the video was rolling to show you I appreciate you. What you want me to do? I mean, we can't always do live streams. We can't always do a live podcast. We can't, I get hundreds of comments, and I still try to make it a point to go in and say, hey, how you doing? Thank you. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to click dislike button on stream, make sure you say something about the chat why you dislike it. I guess somebody must have hit the dislike button, I guess. I don't know. But, YouTube, for me, I try to show as much respect to the people in the comments as possible. And I talked about this on the live podcast that just went down 30, 45 minutes ago. I said, I had a person tell me, hey, Jay, all you focus on is positive comments. What the heck? Why would I not want to show some respect and show love to the people who actually care about what I'm saying, or we have something in common on this product? You know what I'm saying? Like, we both had a dislike and a like, or, you know what I'm saying? We both did something together on this product, whether we liked it or not. You understand what I'm saying? Why would I waste a lot of energy? Like, I did a video and I said, I'm gonna start this segment up on, and then I read the comments. I know you guys said that. That sparked from OnePlus users. And some people said, like, it was like 99% people saying, you need to do this, I want a good laugh. And I said, okay, maybe I'll give it a shot. There was one person that said, his comment was deep. He said, I appreciate what you're doing. It was a really long comment, but ultimately what he said was, should you really waste the energy on this, or should you just comment in that video and keep it moving? But YouTube for me is a bigger platform because I don't just think it's just YouTube. The reality is, because you never know who's going to run up on you. I mean, it's unfortunate this guy passed away. I don't know what happened with that. Not going to keep dwelling on that. But here, the thing is, you never know who's watching you. So I talked about the guy who passed away. I talked about the young brother who's 21. This guy, he getting paid on YouTube, but he flexing $75,000 cash in, run up to the house and all this stuff. He said something about the old heads don't know what they're talking about. I'm like, all right, that's fine. I didn't comment on that video because I can't get into that, man. I'm not into the talking back online. I'm from a different era. I can't do good like going back and forth in comments for so long. And I got to go in the other direction. So I just let the person just talk, and that's it. But as a person on YouTube, you have this voice, and you have this voice that people are going to listen to. And so if you spend a lot of time focusing on negative comments, like the person said, well, I can't believe you only focus on the positive comments. I've responded to comments before where people saying I'm a dumb MF, or this was a dumb video, or why are you still making videos on this if you don't like it, and stuff like that. And my question is always, why are you still watching these videos if you don't like it? If you don't like what I'm about to say, and you saw the title, you see something like a crazy thumbnail, like, oh my gosh, I don't like this phone. Why do you keep coming back to my channel, son? Just because you like the channel, but you're more probably, I'm not saying this to be cocky in any kind of way, but why else would a person keep going back to a person's channel and telling them your videos are stupid, you're not a good YouTuber, you're making all these videos about this phone? Why do you keep coming back? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. It's a little bit of envious. You're envious right there. For some reason or another, let's be real here. Most of the people watching YouTubers are living vicariously through those YouTubers. Listen, if you're young, you might get offended by that. But a real man know what I'm talking about. There's nothing wrong with having a little bit of, oh man, that's sweet, man. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's how you project that. You know what I'm saying? So you can't take a statement like that and say, oh, he's trying to flex or whatever. Listen, 99% of the people watching YouTubers you don't have 100 phones under your desk. You don't need it because you just want to, watch it and keep it moving. Let the other people buy the stuff, and that's what it's about. And one day you'll use that review to make a choice on that particular phone. But ultimately, it's a lot of people that just might enjoy. Look, he said it, man. I swear. Just Wiles just said a lot of people actually enjoy being a troll. Can't say it any better. Can't say it any better. Some people get off on that. YouTube has become this platform for people to insult each other. People are just insulting each other for no reason. I've said it before. I don't have to dwell on it very much, but me being black seems to come up on a video. I don't know what that has to do with anything. I'm talking about like the new mouse that came out. So if you know me, like if you don't personally know me, but if you know when it comes to my tech, I can get excited about this mouse, man. I'll be like, dang, this is sweet. I really wanted that. Some people will be like, this is boring, or you don't really like that mouse. I'm like, yeah, I do. Like, I don't understand, keep it about what I'm talking about. They'll start saying something about me being black, or, I need to go back to the cave. They make up some of the dumbest things. And those people don't like themselves. And again, I could respond with a whole bunch of nonsense. I'm past that though. And I've said it before. Listen to what I'm getting ready to say. Okay? Because there's a certain group of people, there's a certain group of people that are a certain way online and in person. So listen to this. If a person calls you a name, do you answer or do you ignore them? What goes with that statement is, it's not, you've heard me say this before, it is not what you're called, it's what you answer to. So all those people who get in the comments and start bringing up politics, race, sex, all this other stuff that has nothing to do with tech. Example, in that OnePlus video, there's a guy, somebody brought up politics, and people are saying, why are you bringing up politics, man? This is about the OnePlus. It's an argument going on right now in the comments of the OnePlus. And they're not cursing each other out, so I didn't delete their comments. They're just kind of people battling back and forth. One person is saying, oh, we know who you voted for, something like that. Another person saying, don't bring up politics, man. It's supposed to be about a phone. It's a lot of people on YouTube that pretty much just hide behind their keyboard. And, it's easy. I've said this before. People tell me, oh, Jay, just shake the haters off. But, when you have, I'm going to say, when you have as many haters as a person does, then you can tell them that. But if you don't, you cannot tell them that. It's like telling a guy, one of your friends, his son turns out to be gay, and that father doesn't want the son to be gay. And your son's not gay. And he's struggling, man. He's breaking down mentally. And you're going to just walk up to him and tell him, oh, man, shake that off, man. It'll be all right. What? You can't tell this guy how to go through that. There's nothing more cut and dry about that. You got to understand that. Sometimes on YouTube, you get these people that it leans over to Twitter too. Like recently, shout out to my man Technically T. Recently on Twitter, Technically T, man, if you're not following him on Twitter, man, if you want to be entertained, follow him on Twitter. This dude, he's a YouTuber. He's a YouTuber. But if you see him on Twitter, he says pretty much whatever he wants to say. He's the same as he is on YouTube, but on Twitter, he's more of a free-spirited, I guess I can say. Something happened on his Twitter line, and people, a few people responded with like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get into what happened on there. You just have to go to Technical T's Twitter channel and you follow him. You know what I'm saying? You'll be entertained because he frequently catches the heat from, what's up, Greece? I see you. He kind of reminds me of on Twitter. He reminds me of D-Brand without cursing people out. That's what I'll say. And if you know, Dbrand is one of the rudest companies on Twitter I've ever seen. They'll curse out a customer for saying the shipping was slow. So technically, T is like a clean version of Dbrand. Just go look at his tweets, man. He'll say something, and I think people will take it way out of context. Recently he had a conversation, and I was like, I just didn't get that. And there was some people commenting on that, and I was like, I don't understand where they're going with this. I don't think he meant that, but I just, like I said, YouTube spills over to Twitter. And real quick, I appreciate everybody that's stopping through, taking time out of your day. Genuinely appreciate it. Appreciate the super chats that have come in. If I missed it, I appreciate you guys, man. Like, that's real talk. But YouTube spills off into other social media platforms. Like, how would you feel if you knew I made $1,000? Okay, now check this out. How would you feel if you knew I made $1,000 for every video that I did for, okay, I'm gonna give you ZTE. People swear up and down that ZTE is paying me, that I'm on the payroll, I get a check from them from all these videos and stuff. They told me to say this, they slid me a little cash under the table. I can't say it enough. I have not. It would have been nice if they would have been sliding me some cash back then like that. But how would you feel about me if I got $1,000 for every ZTE video that I did? Would you think I was a genuine YouTuber, or would you think I was, oh, this is just a guy collecting a check? How do you differentiate a person who's telling the truth from a person who actually is genuinely feeling a certain type of way? Now, let me give you a more realistic video. Okay? Let me give you a little bit. That's Sister Williams. Sister Williams, I will call you right back. Let me give you a more realistic approach. Todd says, I'd have to take every review with a huge lump of salt, and I respect that. Because that is the response I would think, you know what I'm saying, that you know what I'm saying, you would think of me. You understand what I'm saying? I would think you would think, and then other reviews that I do, of like Apple or Samsung, I trash them all, pretty much. You would kind of feel like, does anybody know where I'm going with this? Because on YouTube, there's plenty of people who get products up 2-3 weeks, a month before the product is out. I'm not hating. And I'm a man of my word. If I see them face to face, it's not a threat. I will tell them, what am I supposed to expect? You got this product a month ahead of everybody, and all you're saying is positive stuff. And you drop your video on the day that the thing is talking, the launch. How can a person take that serious if you did this unboxing and first impressions, and then we don't hear anything about it? We don't hear anything about it again. In 2 weeks' time, you've completely reviewed this device. How do we take them serious? How do you take? But on YouTube, that is what we see. And I've said it before, son. It's not that I'm hating on these people. It's more of what? Stop complaining and answer people's questions. Okay, I'll stop complaining. Let me go ahead and thank you. I was getting ready to take care of that. I was getting ready to take care of that person. They obviously aren't paying attention to this. So I'm gonna give you a moment, beauty of sense. You get a little time out, okay? I'll give you a little time out, and you're gonna behave up in here, huh? Anyway, what was I saying? This beauty person. Oh, how can you take a person like that serious? How can you take a person like that serious? It's okay to give an opinion. Look, the man Moses says, but it's an opinion. I have one. Everyone has one. No one word is law. I agree with that. However, how can a person, and we're talking about YouTube, what's happening on YouTube. How can a person get a phone a month before the product releases, then the day the product releases, they give a full review, and we don't even know about the phone yet. We're just seeing about it. And then we never hear anything about that phone again. And those people, oh my gosh, they're the best YouTubers ever. How's that possible? No 6 months later, no 3 months later. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm just pausing. I'm pausing for effect right there because I don't know. It's not shade. It's a matter of, like I said earlier, how do you differentiate what's real on YouTube and what's not real? Some people title their videos "real review." Well, what makes it a real review? A day in the life. Sometimes it isn't even running the software that comes on the phone. Hello, say it again. In hype sales. You're right. I see the comments. Hype sales. There's only a few people I've watched on YouTube I do take seriously. That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. It should be. You have to differentiate who just wants you to sub to them, who just wants you to donate to their channel, who wants your Patreon, who wants these things, and what are you getting in return? I had somebody tell me, and somebody was talking about MKBHD, right? Chris Monmouth says, you calling out Flossie Carter real reviews, LOL. All right, Chris, attention given. Now I'm hating on Floss again. Oh boy, I'm such a hater. Yeah. So somebody was talking about MKBHD, and they were kind of referencing me. And they said, well, Jay, he's what did they say? They said he's more detailed, and yours is no. He said yours is no. He said MKBHD's is more entertaining, and yours is more detailed. And I said, okay. There was a specific thing, some videos or a phone that came out, and I was like, okay, well, I wasn't insulted by that. I just said, okay, I don't see how, but I don't think I'm very detailed at all. Actually, I think I'm just point the camera down and just talk for 10 minutes and then I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm a detailed person. But hey, hype sales, like someone said in the comments, and somebody else said, I missed that comment. It's better to do a follow-up. Yeah, it's better to do a follow-up. You have to do a follow-up. There's a comment I just saw. YouTube is about preordained winners. Oh, okay. I gotta read this comment. YouTube, this is from Ronald Sims. Shout out to Ronald Sims. He says, YouTube is about preordained winners and what will capture SEO now. Not about how a device works or how it will fit their lives. Case in point is the Galaxy Fold. There are people, now again, I'm not ready to trash the Galaxy Fold. Case in point, there are people out there that got the Galaxy Fold and said it was the best thing ever. Now, would they be saying that if they had to finance that phone? $80 a month? Because those are the real people who are going to buy that, who are going to have that phone. The people, if I get a review unit for the Galaxy Fold, I already told you, son. I told you. I didn't pay for it. Or if they drop the price to like maybe 12, maybe 1,200, I might pull the trigger. Maybe. But if you see that on here, I got a huge discount if I paid for it, or they gave it to me for a review, and I will tell you that. But Jay mentions Galaxy Fold Star. But what's going on? 10-minute tech review. Let's see, man. What's going on? The case in point was the Galaxy Fold. It was really good. JB chilling for a while. What's going on? Where LB at? LB in here? I didn't see him. Oh, you said let me go tweet LB. Okay, yeah. There were people online saying that the Galaxy Fold was the best thing that's since sliced bread. And I was thinking, wow, you're doing a great job at marketing this to the suckers. I mean, people out there who's going to go out and finance this phone for $80 a month. Pause for effect. Yeah, pause for effect. There are people out there that you know what? Stanley, I appreciate it. Super chat. There are people out there, and if you're just joining in, all right, if you're just joining in, if you just got here, if you haven't been here since the beginning, all I'm doing, I'm not showing phones. I'm talking about YouTube community. That's it. I'm talking about YouTube as a community and things that happen. So, what the heck? Oh my gosh. Some people, man, just gotta go to timeout. Um, People are saying that phone was great, but the people out there, I don't feel like the Galaxy Fold can take care of my life when it comes to the business oriented side. It'll make me have a bigger screen. No, appreciate super chat. Jay Santana's in the house. I see you do. I don't think the Fold can solve my problems or issues that I have with my business side of me, because there is a business side of me. I built the church's website and I have to maintain that thing, and it's a lot of work. And I have my own website. Yeah, you don't know about the animated Fold? Anybody remember what I told you this means? I said it in another live stream. There's a business side of me, and I don't think the Fold can do it for me. I don't think that I want to work on this small canvas. I don't think I will want to do it, son. Yeah, I got the X9M all day long. Boom. I don't plan on getting rid of this thing, man. Why would I get rid of this? Nah. I mean, this is a win right here. I try to tell people. Grab that thing up, man. It's getting even cheaper now. Anyway, I want to read a comment here from the B family. He says, these companies are setting the tempo on these devices, and all they want is your money. Ask Samsung. They spent millions of dollars on marketing. Samsung's marketing budget and Apple's marketing budget, Hinge Gang, what's up? Hinge Gang in the house. Apple's and Samsung's marketing budget is more than what some companies make in a whole quarter. You know what I'm saying? So the Fold is just another example. And it's not that the Fold is a bad phone. Don't get me twisted. I don't even have it. I think it's going to be a sweet phone. I think it's going to be great. But there's some things about it that I already know I don't like. There's no headphone jack. Let me go and get rid of this person here because I don't know what you're talking about, son. There's no headphone jack. It's got that little screen on the front. And did anybody knows how thick the phone is, man? It's like a sandwich. It's like as big as my hand folded like this. Like what? I don't get it. It may be a great phone. There's no S Pen, right? I mean, am I wrong? Or if there's no S Pen? It's not there. There's a lot wrong with the Fold for me to give them $2,000. And again, I'm not going to pick on the Fold, I'm just stating the obvious. I'm stating the obvious. These are the things that are happening right now. The people who got it for free, the people who got it laid in their lap, all these companies. And look, no shade. I have gotten my share of devices and I didn't pay for them. But I'm still going to keep it all the way to this side over here and tell you what I dislike about it or if it's really good. Period. I talk trash about the Pixel processor. Google said, let me slap this guy in the face. And we're going to show him that this processor can handle it. They sent me the phone, boom. 3A and 3A XL, two of the best phones on the market. Hate it, love it. You can hate it if you want to. Cameras, king. Hate it if you want to. It is what it is. It's what it is. But the people who got that phone dropped in their lap said it was great. So, eating Burger King, I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack. Stop, put that stuff down, man. Hit that gym. So because the Fold doesn't have an S Pen, that means the stylo is better. Oh, Lord. Please don't bring that stylo stuff in here, man. Come on, son. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Oh, man. So Versatile says, troubleshooting has been my background with tech, so I love to pay for the Fold. Knock yourself out, young brother. I ain't paying no $2,000 for no phone. I just can't see it happening. Can't do it. Can't do it. The Stylo is a great phone, but LG didn't capitalize on it. The Stylo could have been a Note competitor. I've been saying that for years, man. Just like I've been telling everybody about Xiaomi. I've been telling everybody about Xiaomi years ago. Now, all of a sudden, you see a few big names on YouTube trying to rock with Xiaomi and all these other companies. Okay. Yeah. And the bad part is, if Xiaomi were to bring out a really nice phone, they wouldn't send it to me. I don't have enough subs. I don't have enough subscribers. Nope. If Xiaomi was to come out with a really nice phone that folds or just whatever. They wouldn't send it to me. They don't even know who I am. And that's fine. I'm not looking for any special attention. No, 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 no. I'm saying they, like every company, they're looking for numbers. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for somebody. Who was that earlier that said about the company setting up all the people? Yeah, they're looking for numbers. And I'm not saying that the other guy doesn't know how to give a good review. Listen, I like MKBHD videos. My man Floss goes in. There's another guy, a little Asian guy, man. He's cool as a fan. I think his name is like the Tech Guy or something like that. He's a little young Asian guy. Cool as a fan, man. I like that cat. I watch a lot of YouTubers. And if there's something in the video that I don't like, I close my ears off to it. Like if it's a bunch of profanity or they start talking about I slapped her in the face with it. Just anything that's derogatory or vulgar, I just put that out of my mind and focus solely on the video. I don't get in the comments and say, stop saying that about, no, I don't do that. I just try to focus on, the content itself, and I keep it moving, keep it pushing, bro. That's what you got to do. Because there's not going to be a YouTuber out there that is going to check every box. A lot of people feel like MKBHD has checked every box. And shout out to MKBHD, respect, son. But he has not checked every box. He said stuff about the G8 that I thought was just way off. And then my man Tech Rant went in on him and was like, yo, It was like, Tech Rant was like that, let's be real here. That video blew up Tech Rant's channel. I'm not saying he wasn't getting hits, but when he did that video, he got MKBHD to come to his channel. That put him on the map because all the MKBHD followers now could see Tech Rant, which is a positive thing. He deserved that. He deserved that win. There's no hating over here. He was the one who went with it. He was the one who called him. I've made a video, like not calling him out, MKBHD. I just kind of disagreed with what he said. But when MKBHD said all that stuff about the G8, I know I wasn't the only one like, yo, I know I wasn't the only one. The G8 is a straight up boss. Straight up. No ifs, ands, or buts. And people who hate on that phone, you just don't have it, son. You don't own it. And MKBHD had that phone, and I don't know how long he used it, but most of us are still using it. I still got mine. I have no interest in getting rid of it. Man, I paid $620 for that phone. Now, did he buy his? Nope. Got it for free, probably. He gets everything for free. And I'm not hating him. No shade. Because the ultimate goal for a YouTuber, that should be one of your goals, is to not pay for your own tech. Even if you have to send it back, your goal should not be to come out of pocket for stuff. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to MKBHD, I respect a lot of things that he says, man. I think he's a great YouTuber. However, I don't agree with everything he says. But you know what? I still don't get in the comments and be like, yo, you a clown. That ain't right. You lying. You didn't even use this phone but for 2 days and then did a review. I don't do stuff like that, man. The G8 is a great example. And people always saying, oh, LG is the underdog. LG's not no underdog. LG is going to be the underdog because the powers that be said it was an underdog. You see what I'm saying? Who in their right mind would agree to pay? Like, again, why do people buy a $1,500 iPhone? Let's go lower. Why would you, shout out to Grant S on Twitter. This conversation just happened on Twitter. So if you don't know who Grant S is, he's another tech enthusiast that has a YouTube channel. Why would a person, here's what Grant said. Grant said, Apple has done a good job at convincing us that $750 is cheap. That's what he said. He said, meanwhile, the 3A is a true boss, basically. And I said, the 3A is the better phone. Mind you, I have a 3A and a 10R. So that's a great example of why would a person spend $750 on the 10R when they can get a 3A for $399, son, with better cameras, top-notch battery. I don't know if the battery is better on the 3A. I'm gonna have to do a battery test because I got both of those phones. But I don't understand it. $750 is not cheap. Listen, $399 is not cheap. Cheap is $10 cell phone, $29 cell phone. So I hear people saying stuff like, oh, the backup. Man, my backup is they'll say, I'm going to buy a iPhone 6S as a backup. How is that a backup? A backup phone is a flip phone, $19 at Walmart, something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's my backup phone. And I have a flip phone. I have a flip phone. The plus for me is free is cheap. Hello. Gigi said free is cheap. Word, real talk. Word. But free is cheap. She got me. But a backup phone doesn't cost hundreds of dollars. That's that marketing mindset like Grant was talking about. You cannot believe that $750 is cheap. I'm gonna go ahead and go on record and say something. This is YouTube. So if you just got here, I seen somebody ask, what is this live stream about? What the title says, YouTube. Just talking about the things on YouTube, what happens on YouTube, YouTube. So I'm gonna go on record here and say this. You can hold me to it, you know what I'm saying? So, recently I bought a MacBook Pro, spent $3,000 on it. I didn't like how it performed. I bought the 12-inch, the 12-inch broke. I switched to the 13-inch. The 13-inch is nah. So now I'm back editing on my 5K iMac. But the point is, someone said in a post on YouTube and their website, they made a comment, why would a person even buy a MacBook? Why would a YouTuber buy a powerful MacBook when they can edit that stuff on their phone? You know what? A lot of the people who saw that got mad, son. They got mad. And I'm the type of dude, man. I will come back and humbly say, I'll put it on video. I'll be like I did it with the iPad. I put a comment out there saying, oh, this could never replace a laptop. I kept it 100. I went back and put my money where my mouth was, and I took my iPad and I started editing on it. I made the video. I didn't have to make a video. I made the video because I wanted those people who said those things to know I see you. I hear you. I understand where you're coming from. Now, while this can't replace a laptop for me, it can replace my editing. And I kept it like to keep it real. I kept it real. I kept it all the way 100. I kept it 100. I can take this and I can edit on it. Straight up. Straight down. I can edit on it. Now, why would a YouTuber buy a $5,000-$6,000 Mac when you can just edit on your tablet or your phone? Like, who in they? I mean, I have okay, look. I got DSLR, right? I got the new Canon SL3, wide angle lens. I did a video on this. My entire setup for shooting videos and lenses and all, less than $1,000, or like right at $1,000. There's people on YouTube who have a $2,000 camera or a $1,000 camera. Their camera costs $1,000. I can't promote that. Even though I have $1,000 to spend on a camera, can't do it. L Boogie is here, man. I didn't see you, man. I didn't see you. Let me see where you at. Where he just came in. Okay, you just got here. What's going on, LB? I see you, man. Some people are using $100,000 cameras for YouTube. And I hear some people saying, no. I got this, but I do other stuff outside of YouTube. I believe T. Frank. Shout out to my girl, T. Frank. I believe her. You know why? Because she put me on the game. If you don't remember when I was back searching I made the choice to switch over to a DSLR. That's who I went to. As tech savvy as I am, I went to T. Frank. And I genuinely believe that she actually does things outside of YouTube with all those cameras that she had because I've seen her work. So I see PF, Perry Freeman, I'll see you, man. I don't understand. Now, I also don't know if these people are buying these expensive products or, I had somebody bring up that one dude, man, I offended somebody. Okay, let's on the topic of YouTube. I'm not gonna say I don't care, but I don't care. I didn't know who Casey Napstap, Casey Napstap, whoever he is. I didn't know who he was, son. I don't care. I didn't know who he was. Lord have mercy, man. This cats try to run down on me, man. I was like, I don't care. I don't know who this guy is, man. He's one of the biggest YouTubers. He vlogs. I was like, so? I don't know who this guy is. I don't even know who the guys who just died. Show respect, though. But I don't even know who this. I know who he is now. I didn't know who the guy Casey was. Oh my gosh, he's one of the biggest. How could you not know who he is? I don't care, man. I don't know this dude, man. I don't personally have anything against him. But ultimately what they were saying is, man, if you need to go to him if you want to find out what camera. I was like, man, get up out of here with that. Shout out to Ricky 7G. I appreciate it, man. I was like, I'm going to T Frank. Well, who is she? She's another YouTuber. And again, shout out to the dude, Casey. I don't know. I didn't know who he was, though. I was like, I don't know who this dude is. And first of all, he probably wouldn't have responded to me if I'd have got on his video. I'm like, yo, son, check this out. I want to change from using a phone to a camera full time so I can get my game right for my subscribers. I actually went and looked at some of his footage. He got like this room full of cameras. All right. Lord have mercy. Lord, I want you to stop me at any time if I get out of line. He got like this room of cameras. And I thought to myself, some of these cameras are like thousands of dollars, got all these lenses. And I said, okay, is this why somebody's telling me I need to go to him to find out what the best camera is? No, I'm gonna stop there. I'm not gonna get on him. Because, when I was young, my parents said, you don't have nothing good to say, just try not to say it. So I'm gonna keep it 100, I'm gonna go the other way. Don't know that guy, don't watch his videos. The one that I watched, I wasn't entertained, and I just leave it at that. So if I wanna find out about a camera, I wanna go to somebody who bought the camera, who's using it, and I can see the footage. Sometimes, this is gonna sound strange, okay? But some of y'all probably feel like this. I want you to keep it 100 right now. Keep it all the way 100. Sometimes when you watch a video, when I watch a video, I don't want to be entertained. I want to see the product. I don't want to see 10 different angles. I want you to show me the product. Anybody else feel like that? That's the only way I can relate it to you. I don't want to be entertained, man. I want you to show me the product. I don't want all that other stuff. I don't need all this other crap. I want you to just show me the product. That's it. All right? That's, I don't know. I could be way off. I could be the only fool in the room just saying, I don't want to be entertained, man. I want you to just show me this product. How do I go here and click this button? How do I change this setting? That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. So that's how I end up going to T Frank. She showed me all these kind of tutorials and stuff. She said, Jay, you probably will do good with Canon. I'm like, boom, all right, Team Canon. Been Team Canon ever since. I like their UI. Now, I was on the verge of switching over to Team Sony, but I made a good choice. I already had all these lenses and stuff. And let's be real here. I'm gonna go ahead and come honestly. Appreciate it, Joseph. I'm getting ready to say a true statement. All right. This is for Technically T. You're right. The Sigma lens is a boss. It's a boss. T has been telling me all along, Jay, you will love the Sigma lens. I said, and if you ask him, he'll confirm. I was in the background asking him a ton of questions, like, yo, son, like, what do you do? Yeah. Shout out to Technically T. He was absolutely right. The Sigma lens is boss, straight up. And I humbly tell you, the only reason I didn't switch over to Sony is because I already had too much Canon stuff. And if I could sell all this Canon stuff, I probably would have got that set up. It was a little bit more. My total would have came to like $1,400. I only want to have one lens. But I decided to stay Team Canon. It made sense. Appreciate the super chat, Malika Trending. Reality is you gotta make smart choices. And I would have had to learn, TK, all right, see, man. I would have had to learn a whole new system. And there were some things I just didn't like about the Sony camera while I like the Sony lens. That Sigma lens is a champ. So T, he was on one, man. He was on one. And I'm just calling him out because he switched from Canon to Sony, so he's seen both sides. So YouTube, for him, he's looking through the eyes of Sony. Respect. True, I want to know if I can do it too. How's the camera? How's the video quality? That's like on the channel. Okay. Oh yeah, I see the man emojis. I see. I'm probably gonna ask T about that Sony. Yeah, I mean, he he schooled me a little bit on that, and I appreciate it. Yeah. So I see a comment. I see a conversation. I'm the only one in it all, but yeah, but I guess it's more. Oh, she was commenting or something up there. But I see a comment that Steph made. It looks like I said she was Steph. And they're saying it's like the remainder of a comment. Whereas top people may be sponsored more, and I say to that, top or big or upscale YouTubers or popular YouTubers state of mind. I had a guy. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that's how I feel about it. I had a guy in my comments say, well, the bigger YouTubers would have said this, but I'm glad that you said this. And he basically was saying, you not big enough. And I told him, big is a state of mind. Large volume is a state of mind. Important is a state of mind, whoever you are. I don't see myself as a small YouTuber or small content creator or a large content creator, but I kind of joked around with him and I said, yo, I am a big YouTuber, so I don't understand your comment. And we laughed about it, and you know, it was a thing. What do I use right now? I just held it up. What I'm using right now is I'm not using my Camlink because I just wanted to get a quick stream in. I'm using the Moto. When I don't use this camera to live stream, I use the Moto G7. I think it's one of the best cameras because it has the YouTube app built in. But as far as my channel, I use the new Canon SL3, and I got the wide angle 10-18, and I got the 24mm lens. This is how I did a full video, and this is how I get that blurred background you guys like so much. But this is a boss up camera. Every YouTuber should have this camera to start off with. If in fact they want to start doing YouTube videos, I highly recommend this. It's super affordable. The lenses are affordable. And you see the quality of my footage when I'm doing the vlogs and stuff like that. And y'all say, oh man, that's crispy. It's coming from that camera and the 24mm lens. Yeah, the G7 is one of the best cameras that I like to stream with, man. Does the stream look good? Let me see. Oh wow, I'm looking at the viewfinder on the second lens here. The G7 looks pretty good, man. This is only in 720p. Yeah, that's why I go to the G7 for like a follow. Like I have to keep the G7 on deck, man. The G7 looks good, man. I didn't look at this. I just normally open it up for the chat and everything, but the G7 is a boss, man. Like for real. I could never stream like this with my could never stream like this with my iPhone or some other cameras, and that's all I'm gonna say at that point, man. Yeah. The G7's front cameras, champs. Now, I've been going on about the things that happen on YouTube, and stuff that happens on YouTube. I'm trying to maintain some level of respect for the community, if you will, because that's just who I am. I don't want to disrespect anybody. I don't want people to feel disrespected, and I just want people to come to this channel and know that whatever I'm saying to you, that's what I'm rocking with at the moment, and never going to try to sway you into I have a lot of products that I've purchased myself that are very expensive, and I don't review them. I reviewed the somebody was like, this is an expensive. I tried not to review it when I got it. I've had that for a long time, but I put it on my new setup here because I wanted some clarity and sound and bass. I wanted something that was wireless, and I try not to review things that are too expensive, things that I know a person probably can't afford or just don't want to put their money there. But on this channel, man, there's times where there's times where I like to just sit down. I mean, I started the smartphoneconversations.com for that reason. I do the podcast for that reason, because I think it's better than just pushing out a bunch of I don't want to bore you with a bunch of the same thing. And and reality is, man, if I'm in your city and I say I'm here, man, I'll come through. I've hung out with plenty of YouTubers, man. I tried to get over NCT, man, and but we ended up going. It was storming, so I couldn't make that ride. I was 2.5 hours away from him, but I was going to, but it was storming real bad, son. So, but on this channel, man, it's always got to be bigger than what you see. You can't believe everything that you see. And you gotta go do it yourself. You gotta get out there yourself. And with YouTube, I try to be as transparent as possible. Like some people will watch this stream and say, "Oh, Jay, you're this, you're that." Okay, well, if that's what you feel. Some people get mad when I talk about Jesus. Like I'm probably one of the few YouTubers that, like the church has a website and the church has a YouTube channel, but I very seldom promote that on here. Some people, but if I just say something, I say what's on my mind, people get mad about that. Oh shoot, man, keep it about tech. The only thing I'm not going to talk about probably is politics. Other than that, I'm free to say what I want to say on my channel. And I always tell people, exit. If you really don't like it, just exit. But I just want to do a quick, oh Lord, this was what, an hour and a half? My bad, y'all. But sometimes, man, I do this because it's more like a round table and it's therapeutic for YouTubers and the community that the YouTuber is in. Like you guys are the community. I appreciate the people that show love or don't show love, but it's got to be some kind of connect and less disconnect. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be less disconnect and more people trying to promote that positive vibe. A live stream could just be us talking. You know what I'm saying? If we could round table, I would love to chop it up with you guys, man. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate my way of saying thank you, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Letting you know I'm just not somebody that's trying to get your views. It's to sit down and talk to you like this, pick a topic. Today I chose YouTube because I see a lot of stuff happening on YouTube. And I think it's sad. I'm in no way better than anybody. I'm just another guy. And like I started the stream off, I'm going to die like everybody else. You going to die. We all got a death. This young cat on YouTube died. He was a YouTuber, but he was a person first. You know what I'm saying? So we have to come to reality sometimes, and you got to learn to differentiate between what's real and what's fake. So when you see something that says this is a real review or this is a real that, I'm keeping it all the way 100, you pick out what you want to do and who you want to believe, you know what I'm saying, and who you want to follow. I'm not trying to get you to follow me. I'm always showing love to other creators. You have to be that way because I started a certain way and they started a certain way. Whether they took off more than me, that's okay because I'm not in a race with anybody else. The race is with myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do what I want to do on this channel because I don't answer to anybody but God. That's it. When it comes to YouTube, I just do YouTube straight up. I don't care nothing about none of the other stuff that goes on sometimes. I address it sometimes. I'm not gonna front. But it's a matter of we've got to get to a point we got to start respecting each other. You know what I'm saying? Like if I say something about Easy, somebody go tell Easy, oh, Jay was talking about you in the stream. Like, dang, okay, hold up, man. It wasn't like that, Like earlier in the stream, I'm shining on floss. I'm like, oh my gosh, man. It shouldn't be that way. Positive vibes is what we should try to promote. There's always going to be those people out there who are getting paid to say things. There's going to be those people in the comments of YouTube that are just there to troll. Like somebody said earlier, that some people just enjoy trolling, and it's not that they're bad people. That's their maturity level. And I've said it 1,000 times, son. However you present yourself on camera, 15, 20 years from now, 50 years from now, somebody gonna see this footage if it's still around, and they're gonna be like, man, that dude was a clown, or ooh, I don't like him. And I look at stuff from way back, the 1800s, and I'm like, man, that guy was rude, or that lady. It's gonna happen. So your legacy that you leave behind, even though this is YouTube, people are gonna see you for what you presented to them. And I'm not leaving behind a legacy of people thinking I was a jerk or rude or a paid shill. That word shill is crazy, but people do that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to stay in the lane over here of respecting YouTubers. I'm not in this to take everybody's money or to get Patreon. I don't have a Patreon anymore. I canceled my Patreon for my own personal reasons. I didn't feel comfortable doing that. But any donations that come into the channel. Recently, I went and sold the video is up. I sold a bunch of phones, and I got a LG Q6 left, a new mobile G3, and I got the Cricket joint, the 6-inch display, and I got the 2 Tera Pro, the Jaybirds left. And so the Terra Pros, the people have asked to buy these, but they didn't pay for them. I shipped off phones this morning. I shipped 6 phones this morning. Both of these are available for sale still. So if you want it, I'm saying, drop a comment down below. You can pay for it. A lot of people is giving me these excuses like, oh man, I can pay you next week. I'm like, come on, son. Come on, I ain't got time for that. I'm trying to get rid of this stuff. So I got this phone left, the ZTE Max, X Max. I got the Q6 left and the G3 left, and I got both of the Jaybirds left. And this is how I said I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start selling some stuff that I have multiple of the same thing. I'm gonna start selling this stuff, and I'm gonna get some money for it so I can keep the channel going. I'm just gonna take the money and buy phones so I can keep reviewing stuff. So I hooked up people on those prices, man. I was selling that stuff for $75 a pop. I sold the HTC Ultra for $150. That's a killer deal. And I sold the Note 7, the Xiaomi, the Redmi Note 7 for $135. I gave that phone away. Gave it. The Terra Pros are still available. I can't use PayPal or Venmo. Well, then you can't buy it because I don't take, no disrespect, but I'm selling this stuff, and I don't know what I only know what Zelle is, and I don't use Venmo. So people asking me to, that's crazy, man. It's amazing. No disrespect, you know what I'm saying? There's no need for me to hold phones, and I gave away those phones. I already shipped off 6 of them. Those people who said they wanted, they hit me in a DM on Twitter. They was like, yo, I'll pay for it. I've given those phones away. $75 a pop? I mean, come on, son. Whoever got that Redmi Note 7, they got a killer deal, man. That phone is boss. You know? How can I pay you on PayPal? Pay me for what? What you looking for? All right, man. Appreciate it, Versatile. What you looking for? Shout out to you from Morocco. Okay, Morocco, I hear you. John Morey, man, you slipped through the cracks on me. Stanley, if you want to, I'm gonna send you a link right now. If you really want to buy it, I'm gonna send you a link right now in the stream, and you just click on the link and send the money. Right now, I'm about to put this in there. Let me see here. I'm gonna put it in here. That's to stand. I think that's stand for. You just click on that link. Send the money. Done. I forgot what I was even asking for. I think I was asking 75 for that. Let me see. Yeah, 75. That's 75 shipped. That's not 75. That's 75 shipped. Click on that link. Pay for it. I'll ship it off tonight. I'll ship it off in the next couple hours. Because I went to the gym already, so I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go tonight, probably. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go tonight. I like going to the gym. I like to stay in shape. You get to a certain age, man, you gotta go sometimes twice a day. Cash Me, what is it? Cash Me works. I only use PayPal, and I don't even know what Zelle is. Australia, all right. That's love right there, man. I appreciate that. Mayday, me and Floss are his favorite YouTubers. That's love. But yeah, man, how many YouTubers you know sell phones at lower price? Man, I just wanted to get rid of it. I could have put that stuff on Swapper and or jack the prices way up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to do. I just wanted to get rid of this stuff, man. I wanted to give because something you have to do that every now and then. You have to really. You can't be looking for a profit all the time. Obviously, I'm losing by selling those phones at the lower cost, and I'm paying for shipping. I'm losing right off the rip. So that should let you know right there, I wasn't looking to really make a profit. I was looking to hook somebody up. Simple. That's it. I was looking to take care of people. You have to do that every now and then. You gotta take the hit, and you gotta. I'm fortunate enough to 75, man. 75. Stanley is $75. I'm fortunate enough to get to buy what I want on here from the YouTube payments and stuff like that, son. So I reviewed it. That's it. It's time to somewhat give back. Yeah, hit that link, pay the 75. I'll ship it to you in the next couple hours. Word up, and I'll give you a tracking number. I'll email you whatever email you use on there. When you send the payment, put your shipping address, your full name and shipping address, and in the message section. That's where I'm gonna send it to. 50 United States. What's still available? Man, Tori, you just got here? So I got the Q6, the G3, both of the Terra Pros, both of the, not the Terra Pros, I got the Runs XT and the Terra Pros. I got the ZTE phones with the one guy wants to buy right now. So send your payment through PayPal, and I'll get the notification. I'll send it to you right now. Yeah. I appreciate that, Mayday. Or I think I'm saying your name right. Wow. So YouTube is on the fritz again, not pumping out the notifications. Yeah. I appreciate that, B family. That's real talk. Yeah. So this is what I have left right here. I shipped off. Those people already got their tracking numbers earlier. Like I got up this morning. Like I told them, I said, hey, pay me tonight. Because when I get up in the morning, I'm getting ready to ship this stuff off to you. And some people are like, man, I can't pay yet. I need you to hold it. I'm like, come on, son. What's the deal with that? Nah. Now I've been sold that 10 S10e long time ago. Oh, so y'all didn't get the notifications. All right, man. See, and this video is about YouTube. That's correct. The video is about what's happening on YouTube, and you guys aren't getting the notifications. That's crazy. I guess that's you crazy. Look at Gigi, man. Gigi, you crazy, man. That's the homie right there. She's like somebody that's just like family, man. It's just like that. Some people like Just Wallace, man, Just Blaze. I call him Just Blaze. They just here, man. It's just what it is. We can't. It wouldn't even feel right with them not around in the streams and stuff, man. It just wouldn't be right. The notification gang. I don't know what that's about, man. I don't know what's up with YouTube with not sending out the notifications, but some people do say that they just didn't get notifications. LB is crazy. Oh, this guy you got is looking for LB. That's crazy, man. This guy is crazy on Twitter, man. Oh man, I love doing live podcasts and live streams. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm about to get out of here in a minute, but I'm starting to. There's almost 4,000 people following me on my Spreaker. If you haven't followed me on my Spreaker podcast, I stopped it for the last 6 months or so because I'm running 2 YouTube channels now, and it's just gotten really really difficult to keep up with a lot of this stuff. So. Well, okay, so that person, so that notification was the person sending me the payment. So he wants from the fluid joint. So let me go in here and check the thing real quick and make sure you put your address in there. I just got it. I just got your payment, and so the ZTE joint is gone. This goes to Stanley Fluid or whatever his name is. That's sold. So now I just have the 2 phones left and the J-Burst, you know what I'm saying? I haven't tried iPad OS yet. Shout out to Night Tech. He sent it to me, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, yo, you need to put this on. I said, okay. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, though. I haven't gotten around to it, so trying to get my email to refresh here. So you make sure you the Stanley Fluid, make sure you put your full address and name in that payment section, the message section, so I can print off a label for you and get this out to you tonight. I'm gonna send you a tracking number in the next couple of hours because I don't think I'm going to the gym again today. I mean, man, hope y'all take care of your health, man. If you're over 40, I got your payment. Word, I got your payment. Let me see details. Stanley Flood. I'm looking for your shipping address. You didn't put your shipping address in there. I'm gonna email you. Hey Stanley, do you have what? Let me see. Stanley, do you have Twitter? If so, follow me right there, Stanley, so I can get your you didn't put your shipping address in there. You just sent the payment. And I need to get your shipping address. I don't see your shipping address. So follow me on Twitter and I'll message you so I can get your shipping address because you didn't put your shipping address in the message section. So I'm gonna What ear? I see the earbuds. So I had put out a list. So how much for the Jaybirds? Man, I look younger than 40. That's love right there, man. I mean, I'm glad. I mean, I work out, man. I mean, I take care of myself. You know what I'm saying? You have to take care of yourself. I appreciate. I ain't been 40 in a minute, but the Jaybirds. Here we go. 150 and 110. The runs are 150, but if you give me a nice offer, I'll go ahead and sell them to you for less. Only because of this live stream. So that's the prices for both of these right here. The Terra Pros 110, and I'm asking 150 for these. But it's the right amount of money. You know what I'm saying? And they'll be yours because I'm heading to the post office to ship off Stanley's phone in just a second. So Stanley, make sure you give me you gotta follow me on Twitter, man. Or if you want to, you can put your address in here real quick and I'll delete it. I mean, you sent me the money, so I need to get your what's your Twitter, Stanley? What's your Twitter? And I'll DM you real quick before I get out of here. Because I see you still on the live stream. I don't see you following. I don't see nothing on Twitter yet. So wow, it's 1 a.m. where this Brian is at. Dang. That's crazy. I hear that a lot though. That I look young and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm glad that I look young. Like when you're younger, that's the funny thing about when you're young, you want to be older, and when you're older, you want to be younger. Man, if I could get that, I see you flexing on Twitter, GG, with your new case for the Mi 9. The phones that I have left right now is the G3 and the Q6. These are the phones that I have left. That's what I got left. I'm 27. I'm 27. I do, man. I do need you. I need to get that. I'm waiting. I'm trying to hook Stan. I'm trying to wait around for a second before I end the stream because I don't see Stanley's Twitter at all. You know what I'm saying? Stan, what's your Twitter? How much for the Q6 and how much for the well, a lot of people wanted to buy that G3. I'm looking at a lot of people wanted to buy the G3, but they didn't respond. All right, so I got an email. Hopefully this is Stanley. No, that's just Stanley. That's them saying that Stanley sent me the money. How much for the G3 and the what's the okay? I got the prices written down over here. The G3. There we go. I'm just gonna cut and paste. That's the G3, and then that's a steal for that too. And then the Q6 is a really good steal, $100 for the Q6. But since these are the last two phones, man, I'll take a couple of offers, man. Stanley, okay, there you are. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. So, what's your Twitter? Like Notorious Forever? All right, I'm gonna try to send you a message right now, Stanley. Don't laugh at me for having to put my bifocals on. I'm trying to send you a message right now. It says I can't send a message. It says I can't send a message to Stanley. So Big Man Stan at Notorious for. Oh, that's your. Huh? I don't understand what you sent, man. Big Stan. Is that your email? What is that? Let me go to my PayPal real quick so I can see. I'm confused. I don't understand. I see your email. I'm not gonna read your PayPal email, but I'm just trying to get you so I can get your address, so I can ship this to you. I appreciate you guys hanging on for this last little part of the stream, man. while I work this out. Send me an email then. Okay. I want you to check your email right now. I'm not going to say your email, but I got your PayPal email. So I'm getting ready to send you an email right now. And I need you to check it right now, because I ran into a problem with another guy. He paid me, but he again, it's going to say I need your address. All right, so check your email right now, Stan. Yep, that's the email I got. That's the email I got. Let me delete your email. You don't need everybody spamming you. Yeah, that's the email you got. All right, so I just sent you an email like right now. So check that email. I just want to make sure you got it, because this one guy who I sent an email to, he said something about, man, I didn't get it. And I was like, okay, what you want me to do? You know, I had to sell the phone to somebody else. So, yeah. Check that email and respond. Let me know if you got that email, Stan. Man, oh man, yo. Yeah, I don't know about the dryer, man. Don't get Gigi started on the dryer, son. Don't, there she go right there, man. Hey, look, man. All right, I'm gonna get on off of that, man. Y'all got, y'all crazy, man. Don't bring that to this stream right here, man. Don't do it. Don't bring that to this stream, because I can't right now, man. I can't. Have y'all seen the latest video? I got the new cases in. Don't do it, G. Don't get Gigi started on that, man. She killing the brother, man. She killing me, man. Wow. Oh man. Okay, I think I just got you. Boom. There you go. Boom. I got you, Stan. Got you. All right. I'm gonna print your label up. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna hit the post office, and I'm gonna drop this off to you. You should have it in a couple of days. So, all right. I appreciate y'all, man. And I appreciate y'all taking time out of y'all day. It's like I've been streaming for an hour and 45 minutes. And like I said, I still got the Terra Pros and the Run XTs available. And then I got the 2 phones. And we're gonna do it like that, man. You guys, I appreciate y'all taking time out of y'all day. Because I'm just some dude online talking, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, this stream was just about YouTube. So I want to give a special thank you to the replay crew. I'm gonna have to rename this and put replay crew at the title, because a lot of people in the comments, they go, oh no, nice, man. Oh no, man, when'd you get here? I didn't even see you. I haven't seen you come in. I didn't even see Uno come in. Everybody, what's up? They go, Uno. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day. And I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go to the post office, and I'm gonna drop this joint off for Stan. And hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I gotta get man, Gigi, man, you know what I'm saying. I don't even, man, y'all, look, man, y'all start talking about booties clapping and stuff on them live streams. You know, I can't be involved in that. I'm coming through, but I'm probably gonna be a silent partner. All right. I want to get on the stream too. I would love to be a guest on the stream. I would love to be a guest on Eric. He had me on the stream. He didn't have me on the stream. Me and Eric used to get on the stream quite a bit together, actually. We used to hold the stream down. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I want to come through and like be on the stream. But man, as soon as y'all start talking some booties clapping and stuff and putting it down the throat, I got to go, man. I can't be involved. The last thing I need is to be somewhere and somebody say, I thought I saw you on YouTube. They not talking to Jay Will. They're talking to Apostle. And they're like, I thought I saw you on YouTube. You know, I ain't gonna have no defense. So I can't associate with booty clapping on live stream. And I see it. You right. You've been good though. You've been good. Gigi has been good. Like straight up, she been good. Look at Tech Valor. I saw you that one. Boy, Tech Valor, boy, girl, you was going in, boy. You was talking about deep throat. And I was like, oh man, I gotta go, man. I said, oh, I got to go repent after I get off this stream. I was like, man. I said, I can't do it. I gotta go. I can't do it. I love y'all like play cousins, but I said, oh no, man, I got to go. I was dipping in and out of that stream. I was like, okay, maybe they done talking about that, so I'm gonna go back. Cause it was fun, man. It was so much fun. I was like, cause y'all was talking tech. Y'all was talking tech. And so I was like, yo, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Then I heard some Tech Valor had the mask on. She started talking about deep throating and stuff. I was like, oh no, no, I gotta go. I was like, no, I can't. I pull them things out of my ear so quick. Because normally I'll have like I'll be typing and editing something, have my AirPods in or Bluetooth or whatever I'm listening to. And I'm like, whoa. I'm listening like, oh man, I got to get out of here, man. I got to go. I can't, I can't hear that. Nope. I can't put y'all like on the big system anymore. I used to have y'all on the big system. I used to tweet to y'all, I have y'all on the big screen. I mean, because I have a flat screen. I can go in the garage and watch y'all because I got a big screen in the garage too. So maybe I'll do that because I like to have you up on a big screen and watch, man. And man, that one time somebody said something about clapping that button and making it slap or something like that. I said, man, come on, son. I'm gonna have to go in the garage and watch y'all. I can do that. Yeah, I gotta put y'all outside, son. Cause man, the last thing I need is bed. Lord have mercy, man. And I got cameras. Well, it's a camera in the garage too, so I'm gonna have to turn the recording off on that one or erase that footage after I get done watching. And go, yeah, for real, yeah. But you know what though? It's all in fun. I know y'all are having fun. I mean, I'm just done talking about booties clapping and stuff like that and slapping that thing and all that stuff. Don't think that I didn't used to. Come on. I mean, I'm human. I ain't always been Jesus. Yes, Lord. It ain't always been like that. You know what I'm saying? God wants to take the people that was way too far gone in the streets and get them right. And you're looking at one of them. Man, I was something else. And yeah, I'm definitely happier. I'm glad I'm on the side. But you know, we all was freaky at one point, but I just cannot. I can't do it. I can't get out there like that. I got to. Gigi, stop. You better stop it, man. I done caught you before putting a whole bottle down your throat. Stop it now. I ain't forgetting. Now, you can get on me about turning that dryer on, but you put that bottle down your throat. The whole thing, I was like, oh my God. I had to go repent after that stream. I was like, Lord, forgive me. And I watched all of it. I was wrong. I shouldn't have looked at that. I'm sorry, Lord. I had to go. It was a phone. Yeah, it was a phone. That's even worse. You got a phone. I was like, oh, Lord, I got to go. Man, you was a little tipsy, though. You was on that red wine, I think, that night. Yeah, you was on that red wine. Jesus was turning water into wine, but you was really on that stuff that night. I was like, wow. And I'm glad y'all changed. I'm glad he changed it from, girl, stop, man. LeBaron said, I only talk tech. You know what, though? It means you're human. You know what I'm saying? You're a real person. It's funny. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, yeah, no, man, they put me in a compromising situation. So I'm going to put you back on the big screen. I'm going to go in the garage, though. And so that's y'all in the garage right now because, you know what I'm saying, the last thing I need is somebody to hear me looking at somebody talking about clapping some things together and slapping some thighs. I can't do it. Phones and tech are related. Boy, I'm telling you, man. I'm glad I went to the gym today. I'm going to go drink me another bottle of water. It was a phone. It was a phone. It really was a phone. I remember now. Where Tech Val at? She didn't got quiet. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was 15 shots that night. Man, y'all was getting it in, son. I was like, whoa, man. I said, boy, that was, hey. Yeah, hey, it is what it is, Next time you bring up that dryer, I'm gonna tell everybody again. I'm gonna remind everybody about that phone. You put it all the way in. So I was like, golly, look at this. Let me get out of here. I had to ask God to forgive me for my thoughts, and that's your fault, Gigi. I was like, Lord, forgive me because She put the whole on. I was like, God dang. I said, what the heck? No, G, that was a long time ago when you did that, right? I think. Yeah. About my ring, my ring right here. Hey, Jay, get off topic. Marine Corps, Army, all Army. Artillery, weapons, assault, hand-to-hand. I broke some necks for the country. Yeah, that's my youngest daughter's birthstone I put in there. I didn't want to put my own, so I put my youngest daughter's. and it just says disabled vet. It's got that M109 for those who know what an M109 is, and it's got all my stuff on there. It's got an engraving in the inside, and I've been out for 25 years, son. 25 years. Yep. I used to. Oh, you have no idea. I mean, you know what though? Like before I get out of here, like real talk. Before I get out of here, I mean, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got no job. I ain't got nothing to do. I'm just going to the post office. But on the real though, everybody has a past. So don't think that because a person may be living a certain way at the moment. Like I'm all about positivity right now. Jesus Christ, my family, all those things are there. But don't think for 1 second that I wasn't out there, don't stop, get it, that kind of stuff. Yeah, that it happens to everybody. That's a part of being in this world. You get affected by those things if you're around it. I used to be out there, don't stop, get it. I went to the clubs and all that stuff. Man, come on, I'm human. It happens. I wouldn't be me if I didn't go do all that stuff. Slapping it, filthy. We was there. We were all there. And hey, it was a pass. Pass the pass. Yep. Yeah. I did a meet and greet before Stanley, and people showed up. It was fun. I met people at Starbucks and bought coffee, and it was. I've done it a couple times actually. Yeah, meet and greets are fun, but I'm strapped though. I mean, I'm strapped, so I have to be careful about who I'm meeting with. Shout out to the super chat all day, appreciate it. Yeah, you got to again, like I started the stream off with, you got to be careful of not to say that you, but just in general. I'm mindful about doing something like really public about doing a meet and greet. That's like on the low right there. I will be in New York probably. I'm not saying I'm going to the Samsung event. I'm not saying that. I would like to go because I went to the Note 8's event and it was a blast. Me and Eric from East Computer Solutions hung out there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm from Jersey, so I'm always on the East Coast. Well, not always, but I'm on the East Coast sometimes. There was a song there was a song back in the 90s that said, the butterfly, that's old. So I'm like, let me see that Tootsie Roll. That stuff was the music was so much different. But when it came to rap and stuff like that, I listened to like KRS-One and Curtis Blow, and I was listening to stuff like that, The Two Live Crew was like the 90s stuff. I was just getting out of the army at that point. And yeah. I was just getting out of the army, so that was what was happening in the 90s. But Curtis Blow and Run DMC and all those guys, I don't know. The bridge is over, you already know, son. I used to listen to I think Nas back in the early 90s, and that stuff is all gone. All of the rap and stuff that I listen to is all Christian rap, and you guys might think it's boring or whatever, but some of it don't even sound like Christian rap. But if you listen to the words, they talking about Jesus. It's hard to get into that, but I definitely like blues and jazz. The Christian rap is what I listen to work out. I need an upbeat when I'm at the gym, so I gotta have something upbeat. I can't be listening to Hallelujah. I can't listen to that while I'm working out. I mean, come on, son. I gotta have something that's upbeat. So I gotta find something. I replace all of that. Don't stop, get it. All that kind of. I replace all of that with some kind of Christian rap. Something or another. So yeah. So my man Stanley Flood, I'm gonna pump your package out. I'm getting ready to go buy a shipping package. I'm gonna print your label. Yeah. Man, I used to be in a singing group back in the day. I used to be a rapper. I used to be a DJ. Can you believe that? I used to be a DJ, a rapper, and I was in a singing group. Yeah. Yeah. It is, Ray. Christian rap is really underrated. Oh man. Yeah, Lecrae is teetering on. Yeah, he gets it in, man. Lecrae gets it in. I got him on there too, man. I got him on the iTunes. Yeah, I got Lecrae on there. I listen to a lot of music though. I listen to Alexis Spite. Check out Jordan Armstrong if you haven't. He got a song on here called Favor. It's clean, son. It's clean. It's real clean. My young nephew, he just put me on to a guy called Andy Me. Yeah. There's another guy is Anthony Brown. Blessings on Blessings. Love that song. Anyway, man, I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta I gotta ship this package off to Stanley. And I appreciate you guys joining me in a live stream. Gigi, I will be there tomorrow for Wired Wednesday. This is iPhone 10. It's my iPhone 10. I will be there on Wired Wednesday. And the first time I hear somebody say something about slapping some thighs or some booty or something like that, I'm out. Now, but I'm gonna go in the garage. I'm going to the garage and I'm gonna put y'all on the TV in the garage. And I'm gonna give you a chance to be on the big screen with the loud system. And the first time I hear something about some, that go Tech Valor right there. Girl, stop talking about that kind of nasty stuff on the video. On the video. Don't do it on video. Do it between you and your husband. No, you do what you want to do. I'm about to get out of here, man. I appreciate y'all hanging with me for like 2 hours. It's about to strike 2 hours and like 2 minutes. Man, I apologize for being on here that long, but yeah, having fun, man. I'm about to ship some packages off. I got just these 2 phones and 2 headphones left. And I'm gonna go over to that video. If you haven't seen that video of the giveaway or whatever, be sure to check that out. I'm gonna put that up. It says my connection is bad. I don't know what that's about. Practice everything in my house. I have 1 gigabit internet, and everything in the house is connected. Everything in the house is connected. Everything. Yeah. Everything is connected, son. So I'm getting ready to go over here and go drop this package off. And I appreciate you guys, man. Hopefully the notifications show up for y'all next time. But I'm gonna head over to that video. I'm gonna update the list. I've got a pinned message in that list for the phones for sale, the video of phones for sale. And I'll update the list and take the Cricket phone off, and that'll take care of that. So here's the link to the video. There's the video. Please say hi back, please. My name is Adrian. All right, Adrian. Shout out to Adrian. Everybody say what's up to Adrian. Shout out to Adrian for coming through. AG Slime Tube is her handle on YouTube. So I appreciate you guys, man. I'm about to get out of here. Let's figure out how to stop this thing. I'm getting phones beeping. I got to make some phone calls. You will have your tracking number, Stan, in the next 2 hours. It's going to be faster than that, but yeah. All right, Adrian, shout out to Adrian on the way out, man. God bless y'all, man. We out.